click, whatever. I'm Al. Hello everyone. Hello. My life is calling us to be doing our shits for today, and hello everyone out there, United Animanski in that land and a premise of the whole inestimable YouTube space. I'm a happy owner of my own channel, which I proudly call it. Like some back then, I call it the directive for English name, and for this purpose of speaking American, and I'm now kind of being in my current mood of tonight for speaking some just whatever American, and some activities that may last for so uh, I don't even know for what long will it last. We'll see all together doing these shits in the process of their unveiling, and kind of like I'm not might be wanting to speak for a long while, but we'll see how it goes down. And just if you're my regular viewer, probably you get my regular mood of speaking American. It's just mediana of what I want and what I don't want. Just my all the stuff that cluttered up in my mind, cluttered my brain, and all the stuff that happens around the globe. You know that all, and just and congested my brain in some way, and I cannot move in that speed that I probably would want to. But that's just thanks for God's entity or divine entity out there that rules us all following our tracks to this extent that we are able to do what we want, at least at most. That I'm not complaining, I'm not begging for anything, I'm not just whining or sugarcoating something. I'm trying to keep my things just straightly to the point. Probably if even if I don't make something coherent to a probably Native American ear, that's my fuller just impromptu video shoot as it goes, without any format things in my mind. Just all of a sudden I'm pulling words out of my mouth, and they then become sounds for your ears. I just hope the reason why I'm watching this shit. If you do watch my shits regular, probably you have your own good reasons, or even one reason maybe that counts for doing so. And that being said, just let's just commence what do we do for tonight. So I don't honestly know what to pitch here for tonight, because all things are already spoken about, and they all sit on their right places. My tacky things that scattered around my bachelor's hole, excuse me, and they all on the right places in my regard, and why change things as they rock if they do nothing for me, and they just sitting right, they've been on the right spots, and that's enough, that suffice for me. And I guess you don't care about my stuff being scattered around, which is good, because I only clean my place up once in a while, so not to be surrounded with lush dirty spots and lusher piles of shit. I don't have shit around me literally like shit, but those dust, I don't know, maybe fluffy things that may lay on the floor. I remove them and swiping them with my broom and my little shovel that you use probably for the procedure of cleaning up your place. And also use a vacuum cleaner. I use it if I remember correctly, I use it those past weekends. I use it, and I vacuum cleaned my rug, which I'm sitting on. I see my armchair stays on the floor, and this floor is covered with my rug that stems from my childhood years, where I happily lived with my parents, and I'm kind of having the same color as my plaid, that shawl, that blanket. You see that they've been yellow and bluish, lightish blue, and that's the same color that relates to my floor rug. I don't want to show you or take the camera to that angle. I'm a pretty lazy creator, all my regards how they go down. So my rug is being yellowish, bluish kind of thing, and that has a pretty kind of weird design of its images on it, like some flowers, like some design pieces scattered there around the rug. Again, the colors of yellow and blue, and that suits me, bringing me back to my childhood in some way, and just all reminiscing. Maybe I'm being nostalgic, not even right now, but on a regular basis. I want to share those feelings, not them to not block my way of going forward, and that occurs to me that I tend to reminisce and be nostalgic that to that extent that I probably wouldn't want to be for that to that extent being back then in my earlier days, because the more you spend time in your back memories, flashbacks, and reminiscing about past, the less time you have for your present day doings and accomplishments. I don't want that to happen, and that's why I'm kind of like clearing up my way, purifying, clearing the arteries of my present day life and my future, happy future, middle run, short run, long run, name it, you name it, and you have those strategies for yourself, right? So you you get where I'm going with this. So anyway, guys, still don't have any ideas what to pitch here for tonight. Let it be complete improvisation and impromptu video, and I'm sharing my thoughts that whirl around my head those days, and some days might be slightly lower, some days I might be good and not completely good, and to that extent that I want to be where I want to be. Probably I will in my middle run. That's probably not uh, not the point where I'm again whining about something, but let it be enough what we have. We are making do with what we have. So guys, kind of like what would you want to hear from me in my next sessions of self-recording? You may place your order down below in my comment section. Say, Al, do that thing, do this thing, whatever. I'll be considering those proposals. Put it down by probably my comment section below, and I'll be just deducing what I'll be doing with those ones. If they are there, if they're not there, I wouldn't say that I'm gonna die because of them not being there. So anyway, if I'm doing this alone, that is enough for me, for my practice of my American. Nobody nudges me to do this, nobody just pulls me and drags me in terms of my advancement in my American. I only do pieces what I want, pieces that I want them to be done, and my American has always been my ingrained feature and my deep desire to speak American, to do that freely and without any just hindrances, and nothing actually holds me back in doing that. And so to you guys, kind of gotta roll, have to code for a while to revise my previously coded excerpts of my entire theme of coding, as I do it regularly every single day, almost like I just started to do that more, and that's again out of my previous desire for doing those pieces as my whatever the whole life strategy, probably, if you will. Let's put it this way, and my American goes parallel on that track, which is good. Guys, get a roll, stay tuned to my channel. Don't know if I can think about switching this shit up, because I wouldn't allow you to do that, and that being said, already the rap that shit up, and it lays on my floor right now. It doesn't block our waves anymore. We can do with our live tracks what we want to be doing with those ones, without just any side thoughts that may derail us from our right track. So guys, gotta roll, so in peace and be practice and never quit doing things that you like in your life. The master will be there, I promise it will be there. Guys, thanks again for attending my spot, for being with me now, for I don't still fucking know what we are practicing, but I am practicing my American. Be good, gotta roll, peace. Thanks again for being with me now. See you around very soon, guys and gals. Be good.